Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and sincere Shalom to the brothers out there pushing this truth and sincerity. And I pretty much want to get into the topic about not having to always be deep with scriptures. Even though I'm not saying you don't have to go into scriptures, deep scriptures, if you like going over it or something with brothers or some sort. But I mean, like, you don't really have to get deep scriptures when you're out there doing the work, because the people out there is not going to even. I would say it like this: the people out there doesn't even understand the milk, but they if you break it down to them correctly, they will. But to have a deep scripture going into it, that's just really going to throw them off. Now, it's not to say that you can't get deep scriptures while you're out there, but not every time. To where it's just not relevant. I mean, all the scriptures are relevant, but at the same time, it's not going to be relevant towards the ones we're trying to wake up, because they won't understand it. You got to give them something they can pretty much resonate with, and that's why we even tell newer guys when they come into the truth, start with milk scriptures. That's the best way to go about it. That's the best way to learn, and then from there you could grow. And then you could possibly start going into deep scriptures, but not all the time. Because we're out there to wake up the elect. It's not about being deep. It's not about just being on a high level. That comes with experience and pretty much faith of years being in His truth. But I'm actually kicking it off with the scripture. This is Hebrews 5:13, and this is going into the to newer brothers that come to the truth to get their understanding. It says, this is Hebrews 5:13. It says, "For everyone that useth milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe." And see, that's where that's how you're supposed to start off. You basically starting off with the milk because you are unskillful in this truth. That's why you see them. That's why you will see. Sorry, that's why you'll see in the movies. I forgot. I just had the name of the movie off the top of my head, but Karate Kid was one. He wanted to come in learning kung fu right off the bat. The master's like, no, you got to learn the basics first. You got to start low before I could give you something dangerous. And that's the same way with this truth. You got to start off with the basics of the milk before you can get to until you get evolved to the meat. And that's even for when you're out there doing the truth, because you give people too much meat, they're gonna choke. But but when you give them the milk to where it can resonate with them, they taking it slowly. It's starting to sow in their mind. It's starting to resonate. Like I said, it's kicking in there. It won't do for everybody, but that's why I said for the elect. The elect is the ones who's going to understand. And it says here, "But strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age." And that's why you got the apostles out there. They'll bring out deep scriptures. Well, even for the videos I watch, they don't even pull out deep scriptures like that. If they go into lessons, you'll hear some deep scriptures being pulled out. But when they're on the highways and byways, highways and corners, it's just milk scriptures, really. And they have fun doing it, because milk scriptures are actually really fun if you applying it right. It's amazing how you don't even have to be deep to wake up somebody. You can just go into something really basic to bring down to their level of some form of understanding to wake up somebody. So it's not always about using milk scriptures as so much as it is getting them to understand. And that's why it says, even to continue it, it says, "Even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. So that's where it comes with that wisdom and knowledge. See, when you come into the truth, you may have some form of wisdom in the world, but when you come to the truth, you don't have any of it. You have like 1% of it maybe, but that's why we have that's why we have camp leaders over us. That's why we have not just younger men in the camp, we have older men in the camps as well, to give that spiritual balance. And that's not only just talking about someone just my age that's new coming into the truth. I'm talking about even older guys that are new coming into the truth, because they got to start over. Because what they know, they already had witnessed the shit that goes on in the world. Now they got to witness the stuff that goes on the spiritual side of this world. And that's what, in applying the knowledge they have from the world into the truth in the correct way, that gives them the better advantage than someone my age. Whereas we got to be really, really taught into this thing. That's why it's never gonna be easy for someone my age, or I would say even someone that's new in general, coming up in here, just randomly being an apostle in a short amount of time. It doesn't work that way. Even though the older Jake will have a better chance than someone my age. But this ain't about the whole this ain't the topic about going into the whole age thing. But this is relevant because many guys just want to come in here just to get on some type of level. I want to learn deep scriptures. I want to show my talents. It's not about what you want to do. It's all about what Yahweh Shai has planned for you, or what He wants you to do. And if that means going out and someone tells you to bring out milk scriptures, you got to bring them out, because it's not about you. It's about just your salvation, of course, but it's about waking up the elect and being faithful unto the Lord. Not just saying it, but by doing it. So let me get another scripture right here. This is Isaiah 28:9, and it says, "Whom shall He teach knowledge, and whom shall He make to understand doctrine?" And see, that's why we go out there teaching. It's not about cursing out Esau. It's not about telling some bitch they're gonna be their wife or concubine, or that Edomite's gonna be my slave. But you gotta wonder, what about the elect that you were supposedly going out for? It's all fun to curse out Esau and claim women, but at the same time, we gotta show that we're out there for to wake up the elect, and through the elect, we gotta use milk scriptures. Sometimes you can bring out deep scriptures if it's relevant, or if it's too. I mean, hey, if you want to have fun messing up Esau's mind, then hey, go for it. But at the same time, we gotta stay focused to not only just want to bring out deep scriptures that these people already don't even understand. They used to hear, people are used to hearing the good old sweet shit. But as soon as you bring out something bad, so-called bad, they're not about it. But throughout the milk scriptures, someone's going to get attracted by it, because then they might have already heard of it before. But then you have someone bringing out too many deep scriptures, and everybody just passing them by like, what the hell is he talking about? None of the stuff he's saying makes sense. But that's why you got to have that spiritual way about when to pull it out and when not to pull it out. And that's why it says, them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. So you're weaning the men from the milk and drawing them from the breast. That's the whole point of bringing out milk scriptures, because, hey, if you really think about it, compared to your time in the truth, you're basically like an adult. and you got to think of you got to think of the people that's being worldly, or the person that you might have caught their attention with. You got to treat them as a babe. So you got to slowly give them that milk, because otherwise you get a child, you give the child meat, he's gonna choke. He's not gonna know how to handle that. He's choking and die. So that's why you got to be careful what you pretty much throwing at the guy if he doesn't have a clear understanding. That's why we gotta convince him in a spiritual manner. So let me get this last scripture right here. Actually, this is First Corinthians 14:12. Even so, even so ye, for as much as ye are zealous of spiritual gifts, and those are going to the guys that's coming into this thing and wants to be on some form of level. But it says, for as much as ye are zealous, and I'm going to get that word zealous right here. And it says to be envy, be jealous, be envious, be zealous. And this is going into the blue letter. To provoke to jealous anger, cause jealousy. So, for as ye are jealous of spiritual gifts, that's why I said this is going to the guys that wants to be on a level. You're mad that this guy has a gift of speaking or reading or history, and you want to try to learn all of that. You're basically wasting your time, because it says here, "Seek that ye may excel to the edifying of the church." So it's not about worrying about what other brothers' gifts have. It's about it's about what Yahweh Shah what gift he gave you, so that you may excel in edifying the church. And that's not just, and I'm not even going into guys that just want to show their talents. I'm talking about guys that really wanted to come into this thing and wanted to really learn, but had a slight jealous spirit on them, because they might feel, I don't know what I'm good at, or I want to, or because I see this brother doing it, I actually want to learn off of that. But you got to go according to your own spirit, so that you may excel into edifying the church. Whether your lot may be in speaking or reading or history, or whatever else that your lot may be in. So it's always a balance with this thing, with this truth, because it teaches us so much about about how different each brother is coming into this truth. That's why we never come into this truth with the same spirit. We come into the truth with the same accordance. I ain't speaking for the niggas, but I'm talking about for the Sassian brothers. We come in with the same accordance, but we all have different spirits. That's why some brothers can't get along with other brothers. It's not to say that it's hateful or spiteful towards each other, but it's just that not everybody is meant to get along. So with that, I just want to say shalom, death to Esau.